Hello. All right, stream 66. What's going on, guys? Welcome. If you're watching the replay of this stream, this is a makeup stream for yesterday, as I wasn't able to do a live stream last night as planned. So today we're just gonna have a quick, I guess, makeup stream. So the next one, I might not have another live stream next weekend. So the next stream after this will probably be the 19th or 20th. So for anyone that missed this one and is watching the replay, thanks for stopping by. The purpose of these live streams is started off as just this AMA Ask Me Anything type of ordeal where I just wanted to, open the space up for any questions, whether it's YouTube related, non-YouTube related, gambling related, any subject, and kind of just give you guys an avenue to connect with me. And so over time, this has sort of evolved into a more gambling-centric stream, I guess you could say, because in the past, we've got a lot of questions with people, talking about gambling addiction and stuff. So I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to be doing with the stream, but for now, we'll just keep on the topic and subject of gambling. And then if it changes, we can always change. I'm not super specific with what I want to do. Like if we want to have a more chill stream, talk about more mainstream subjects, I'm totally open to that. It doesn't really bother me if we don't have a structure. And so so hopefully we can have some interesting questions, maybe have a good conversation about gambling in general, because this is like a hot topic that is becoming ever increasingly popular on my channel. I've been getting more and more comments every day from people asking me about my past when it comes to gambling. I'll turn the music down a little bit. And it's been also like we're making a difference with this type of stuff. Just like any other addiction, whether it's alcohol addiction, food or sugar addiction, drug addiction, or even like Netflix or video game addiction, that's pretty popular too. It's hard. It's hard nowadays. There's a vice for like all avenues of life, and everything is becoming so, I don't know what the word is. It's like low attention span, sort of like captivating, where everyone is just trying to grab your attention. Whether it's YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, TikToks, whatever it is, even just like YouTube videos. Everyone just wants your attention. Attention is like the new currency, right? And what happens is that causes addictions with people, right? And it's tough. It's tough. I've had many addictions in my life, not just gambling. Video games is something that I've loved for... When did I first start playing video games? That's a good question. Like Super Nintendo, whatever year that was, in the 90s, early 90s, whenever Super Nintendo came out. So, yeah, man, it's tough. Nowadays, it's even worse. Everyone's addicted to their phones, PlayStation, Xbox, whatever. Fortnite, who knows? Call of Duty. Yo, Kevin, what's up, dude? How you doing? I was thinking about this recently about my YouTube. Hey, how's your YouTube channel? How's it doing? Or how is it so far? Let's go to our boys. Our boy Kevin. I feel like when I search your channel, it never comes up, even though I'm subscribed to you. It's so dumb. Yeah, like whenever I search for you, God, I always have to like scroll through my subscriber feed, and you're always somewhere in the middle here. All right, 1.13k subs. All right, dude. How's the channel? Reject the soy mind. I just realized I will continue to get more hate, which I can suffer the negativity, but the bigger I get, I think it will affect my family. Like haters will attack my family, which I don't want. Yeah, that's definitely part of it, man, because I get that too. I get awful hate comments sometimes. even ones like about my wife and my kids. But the way that I think about it, it's that they could just be a bot. They could just be like some 12-year-old punk that's just having fun trying to troll people. Like it might not even be a real person who is sending out the hate. And let's say even if it is some, real person on the internet making fun of my family, for example, it is not going to affect my life in any way unless I let it affect me. So I just sort of throw that negativity to the side. The difference is if maybe, say, your family reads it, then they could see it as more personal. So maybe that might be what you're talking about. So yeah, haters is yikes. It's such a tough problem with social media and just putting yourself out there, right? It doesn't matter what you do, what you say, or how well prepared you are. There's always going to be someone that hates on you, right? Mr. Puzzles, what's going on? What's up, man? Enjoying your gambling awareness videos. Oh, that's awesome. Hey, thanks for coming by, Mr. Puzzles. Haven't seen your name before. How you doing? Yeah, I love hearing from anyone that is benefiting in any way from the gambling stuff, because it's like, dude, it's a serious problem. Like some of the messages I get from people, I think I had someone recently message me that they're in debt for like $100,000 from gambling. I'm like, dang, dude. You know how hard of a hole it is to be stuck $100K to try to like dig yourself out of there just to get back to baseline? Man, it's tough. So I always love hearing feedback from any of you guys that are enjoying the videos. They can hate, but I don't want anyone in my family to get hurt physically because people are weird online. Yeah, I think that's a problem that you would probably think about more later on. Like if we're talking about, I don't know, like what type of growth or subscriber number will you have to reach to worry about that stuff? I feel like me and you were, well, again, you shouldn't really underestimate it though, because people are crazy, right? Yeah, Kev, I don't know, dude. It's kind of like part of the game, right? It's the negativity that comes with, and the problems that comes with social media. So I am new. I have a question for you. Do you struggle with any other addictions in your life, like alcohol or smoking? Good question. That's interesting because alcohol and smoking are two very common addictions that people have. What's interesting for me is that I sort of have like a slight allergy to alcohol. Like I'm really allergic to, is it the hops or the wheat? Hops or the wheat or whatever, something that's in beer. So I've never been a huge drinker. I get drunk super fast. And I'm not really a casual drinker either. And so if I'm being honest, I'll drink during Christmas, Thanksgiving, and maybe like my brother's birthday or something. Like I rarely drink at all. And I don't drink daily or regularly at home. It's always like some outside event. And so I go weeks, if not months, without ever drinking alcohol. So it doesn't really affect me at all. Smoking is a funny one. By smoking, if you just mean cigarettes, I've never even tried a cigarette. And part of that is because I've been super into health and fitness for like a long time. And I was always sort of scared of cigarettes. And it wasn't because of cancer or ruining or the tar or the chemicals or the addiction. I was so into basketball. I loved basketball so much that I didn't even want to try a cigarette because I thought it would ruin my cardio, right? And so I went my whole teenage years and even all throughout my 20s as never even trying a cigarette. Smoking other things is different. But yeah, those two addictions I've never struggled with at all. The other addictions that I have really struggled with is video games. Video games, video games, video games. I've owned probably every single video game system up until like PlayStation 4. Like I've had Xbox, I've had all the Nintendos, I've had PlayStation, like everything. I used to even play PC games. Even still to this day, I I don't really play much video games at all anymore. Like I used to be someone that would play like Fortnite. No, not Fortnite. What's the one? It's like Fortnite where you fall into the map. It's not Fortnite though. Oh, Call of Duty. I used to play Call of Duty with my friends all the time. And those type of things, right? But I've been able to kind of curb that addiction. But dude, video games it's tough because it like takes up all your time. Or at least it did for me. I'm trying to wean off video games. Oh, see, there you go. Just like you, bro. My friends give me shit because I'm not playing every day with them and it gets frustrating. Oh, okay. So I'm assuming your friends are playing like some game like Fortnite, Call of Duty, or whatever, some cooperative games, right? And they probably want you to log on and play with them, like have like a session with the guys. I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. And so you're trying to get away from that. Okay. Yeah, that's tough because you're going to face peer pressure, right? Especially if they're friends that you actually care about. And so when I played Call of Duty, the friends that I played with, let me zoom in a bit. This is a little bit too far. The friends that I played with for Call of Duty, they were people that I really cared about. So these were my sort of like childhood friends and my really close friends to this day. And seeing in our group chat where they're like, all right, 10 p.m., Modern Warfare tonight, boys, everyone log in. And then I'm the only one who said I'm out or wouldn't show. That's tough. Like, especially if that friend group, you care about them. If it's like a group of acquaintances or co-workers or classmates, whatever, I would just say no, because who cares? But it's just tough when it's people that you care about, right? But luckily for me, my friend group has always been super supportive. It's a great group of guys, and whenever I wouldn't play, there was no peer pressure. There was no like, hey, where's Derek? Come on. They weren't forcing me to do anything. And so for me, it was very easy to slowly wean myself off of playing PlayStation and all those type of video games. But yeah, it's like everyone's situation and circumstance is different, right? Like it all depends on the dynamic of the situation. So, Edward T, yo Eddie, what's up? What is AMA? AMA is Ask Me Anything. Just whatever question you guys want. When I did the first stream, I had no idea what to call it. I'm like, I want to try live streaming, but then like YouTube requires like a title and a thumbnail, so I was like, so I just wrote number 1 AMA, like just kind of like an FAQ AMA sort of thing. So yeah, that's why and I just left it for consistency. I appreciate the great responses. I got to head out, but I'll be back for sure. Appreciate you. Hey, Mr. Puzzles, dude, come by anytime. Whatever questions you got, I'll always give an honest answer as best I can. And best of luck with whatever video game addiction, or maybe not if it's not even an addiction, maybe a video game obsession that you're trying to get rid of. Just, dude, get rid of that stuff. It's going to improve your life tenfold. Trust me. It'll be amazing. All the best, dude. Edward T. Aloha. Mahalo. My thing is beer. We all have our addictions. You know what? Alcohol is one of the hardest ones because it's like the one drug in the world where if you say that you don't drink, or if you refuse a drink in a social setting, most people in society are going to think you're weird, right? Like say if someone offered you crack or cocaine or meth or psychedelics and you refuse, you say no. Everyone's like, okay, yeah, sure, like that's a reasonable response. But if someone offers you a beer or a drink and you say no, most often than not, people will be like, oh, you don't drink? Like, do you have a problem? Why don't you want to drink? Like, it's my birthday. That's like, have a drink with me. There is this bizarre pressure that's associated with saying no to alcohol. And it drives me nuts because there's like this expectation that society has. Oh, everyone drinks. Oh, it's a birthday. Have a drink. Go to the club. Have a drink. We're at a restaurant. Get some wine. Order a beer. Have a drink. And that is seen as normal. And then whenever you do anything outside of the societal norm, people always think you're strange. And this has happened to me my whole life. Like my whole entire life, whenever I've refused alcohol, I'm always met with strange faces like, ugh, Derek doesn't drink? What are you, a weirdo? You can't handle your alcohol, bro? So that's one of my issues with alcohol. It's so frustrating. Because there's some people that are like crazily addicted to alcohol. That's why you have Alcoholics Anonymous, right? Also Mad Mothers Against Drunk Drivers. Like it's tough. It's tough. We all have our addictions. The Egyptian slaves built the pyramids on beer? I'm 50, never tried cocaine. Hey bro, never tried cocaine either. There's lots of things I've never tried and probably never will, especially now. You know what worries me the most about substances is this like fentanyl epidemic that you keep hearing about in the news, where fentanyl is this bizarre I don't even know what fentanyl is, like chemically, or if it's a liquid, a solid, whatever. I don't even know what it is, what the chemical composition is. But I keep reading all these stories about like a tiny bit of fentanyl laced in some drug, and then it kills you because the toxicity level is so high for such a tiny amount. And so if there was any interest that I had in maybe even just trying something, I'm sort of too scared. I'm just like, it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it, right? So that part is that's scary, because what about young people, right? Like that's what I worry about. What about like teenagers that maybe going to a rave or something? You want to have fun, loosen up. Someone offers you some substance. You have no idea what it's cut with, or what it's laced with, or where it came from, or if it's contaminated with something. And that's like a real sad way to go, Synthetic heroin, is that what it is? Or is synthetic heroin something you don't want to try? 1 gram can kill 10 people. Oh my gosh, see, that's what's crazy. Man. Like if I have like 1 gram of mushrooms, you're having a good night. You're having a fun time. You're feeling loose, right? Having fun, feeling good. But 1 gram of fentanyl kills 10 people? Yeah, that's scary, man. That's so scary. Again, it's like if you're a parent right now with teenagers, like imagine how hard it is to raise teenagers now. You have this like social media TikTok thing where everyone's addicted to, and even me, I'm addicted to it. Look what I'm doing. I'm streaming on a social media platform. I'm addicted to it as well. And then also at that age, you want to party, you want to have fun, you want to be wild, you want to experiment, you want to do things with your friends, right? Parents are boring, rules are lame. Let's get lit. And so I couldn't imagine being a parent now with teenagers. That's tough, dude. That's so tough. Tennis champ. Your name is familiar. I've seen you somewhere. What's up, Derek? Enjoyed your last video about the guy losing money on online casinos. Oh, the most recent one, right? Oh, from Mr. Anti-Gambler. Oh yeah. I was like, wait, tennis champ. I'm like that. I'm like, yo, it's like ringing a bell somewhere. What's going on, dude? How are you doing? I'm slowly creeping my way into the anti-gambling support scene. I've sort of been holding off for a long time because I didn't want to make my whole channel about just like gambling stuff, right? But it's like whenever I make any videos on the topic, the amount of positive feedback that I've received, it's so encouraging. And it's so nice when you hear a story or you get a DM or even like an email from someone like, hey man, I watched this video. I'm really struggling with slot machines or horse racing or sports betting, and it gave me perspective on my life and I want to try to quit. Or your story really helped me figure out a new strategy that I can use moving forward, or whatever it is, right? And so it's nice when you're making like a positive impact in someone's life, because it makes me feel good, right? Knowing that there's someone out there that hopefully, they're living a better life, right? Maybe they're getting their finances in order. Like that's so cool. Like that's so cool that something like a YouTube video could do that. And so that's why, I've been trying to expand a little more on the content as best I can. I'm addicted to love. Yes, good video. Yeah, I've sort of just been like mixing it up because what's interesting, or what I realize, is that I don't know everything, right? What I've done to control my addiction, probably it just works for me based on my personality, my situation, my geography, demographics, citizenship, there's all these different factors, right? And so what worked for me is not necessarily going to work for the mass of people. And so I was like, you know what, maybe I should try to broaden my horizon and understanding when it comes to this whole addiction stuff and learn more about other people's stories. And so I've just been on this like mini deep dive, I guess you could say, where I've been reading a lot of gambling addiction stories on like Reddit, for example, and just figuring out like what gets people addicted, like what are their triggers, what are their stories, how did it started, or maybe what do they do to resolve it? Are they getting any better, or are they still stuck? It's just, there's so many different parameters in this long equation of gambling compulsion. I'm trying to figure out, like, learn as much as I can, right? So that when someone has a question, like in this AMA, then, we can talk about it. And maybe there's some other strategies that I've never even heard about or thought of that, might work for someone that stops by. So yeah, it's cool. It's cool, man. Yeah, I think a lot of people appreciate that others live through it. I am a stock options moron. That's my gambling. Okay, I see. So you love the stock market? But I do appreciate you, boss. Hey, bro, appreciate you too, man. So is your thing like day trading? I'm not, like, I don't really know too much about stocks. I'm one of those guys that like I'll invest in an index fund and then I just hold. I just kind of squirrel away a little bit of money and then I just leave it. I don't really look at it. So I don't really know anything about stocks. I've bought some crypto, but just like minuscule amounts so I don't really know anything about like the stock options game. But I've seen people that do like day trading, and that seems wild because you're like following those graphs, right? When they sort of peak and valley and all this stuff. Like, I don't know anything about it. But I guess you would consider that a form of gambling, right? Yeah, because you're wagering money in the hopes of a certain stock to increase in value, right? See, I always forget about that. Like when I think about gambling, my mind immediately races to the casino, the horse racing track, and sports. Like those are the first three things that I think of. I don't even think of like the other types of gambling that exists, right? And that's why these conversations are good, because it broadens my horizon and I can learn more things. Thanks for sharing your struggles. Money addiction is much better received by the public than a drinker. Oh man. I've lost about 20K in options this year. It's stupid. Don't do it. It's like day trading. I am dumb and impulsive with too much money to play with. I see. I see. Dang. That's tough, bro. Yeah, I don't know enough how it works. Like, to be perfectly honest. And that's one thing that I like to do too. I hate it when people always have an opinion on everything, where they think they know everything about a certain subject. Like, if you don't know about the stock market or day trading, then just say it. I don't know about the stock market or day trading. I don't know how it works. I don't do it. I don't invest in it. I don't know anything about it. So I think it's incredibly important to say, like, when you don't know, there's nothing wrong with that. And so that's something that I'm definitely not knowledgeable in at all. Jason Ortega, what's going on, Jason? YouTube always notifies me late when you're going live. Oh, really? Maybe I should, because I turned the stream on at 6:45 and then I scheduled it for 7 p.m. Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, bro. Sorry that you get the notification late. I'm new, by the way. Got hooked because of your magic mushrooms videos. Hey, that's awesome. That's awesome, Jason. Always love it when a fellow psychedelic adventurer stops by. Yeah, the psychedelic stuff is interesting because that was one of the strategies that really helped me battle my addictions. And it's funny because you hear about psychedelic mushrooms or magic mushrooms, the benefits for reducing anxiety and depression. Like, those are the two very common traits that you hear about. It's like people are either microdosing psychedelics or they're taking like a standard dose of psilocybin, and it's helped ease their social anxiety, or it's helped reduce their clinical depression or whatever it is. And that's very common. But you don't really hear too much about people using psychedelics to cure their addictions. And so that was something that, and this is by fluke, this is just pure coincidence. I had some psychedelic trips where I had to confront my gambling demons. And it made a huge positive impact on just changing my mental health, fixing my life and my perspective and the way that I value money. And it just changed my life in so many ways. And so that's the other half of my channel. I know it's sort of weird because I'm split in the middle. Like, who makes a YouTube channel about psychedelic mushrooms and gambling? It's kind of weird, right? But that's just how my life ended up. It just ended up this way, so I guess we're going to talk about it. Options are even riskier, worth nothing unless the option goes your way. Options. Yeah, I don't even know what that is. Tennis, let's hang. Oh, perfect. Options are like betting on a stock to move a certain way. You are betting it moves a certain way, and if it moves the wrong way, it's worth 0. It's the most savage form of day trading. Oh, is that when people short a stock? Is that what that is? Like, I remember hearing about, was it Bill Gates was shorting Tesla? So he was betting that the Tesla stock would drop. Is that right? Or am I just making up nonsense? See, I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. Edward, are you German? My biological father is 100% German. Von Ernst? Ernst. My mother is born in, what is that? Heilbronn. Heilbronn? Bum, 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 bum. And I'm here to stay. I would love to watch you battle your gambling addictions using any possible method. Yeah, you know what's tough about the whole gambling addiction thing? I don't think it's something you can totally get away from. Like, I still have it. Like, it's still in me. And even to this day, it's been 10 years since I've been to a casino. So it's been a decade, right? So I've I've been fully away from it. I don't go to the casino anymore. I don't take the bus there to gamble and play poker. That's just not me anymore. But whenever I'm watching the basketball game and I see the money line, I get that rush. When I'm watching ESPN and I see the World Series of Poker, I get intrigued. I want to play poker. I want to place a bet. And so that like demon that you have, that urge, it's like, it's still in you. And so my approach has been trying to develop a strong mental health, this strong foundation for decision making, so that in the moment when you're tempted, you can resist. Whereas most people that talk about getting rid of a gambling addiction, they sort of talk about like self-exclude yourself, ban your computer or ban your IP address from all the apps and websites. They sort of take that approach, but it doesn't help, or it doesn't improve the underlying issue that you have, and that you are a degenerate, you are a compulsive gambler, you are addicted, you have bad self-control, and it comes from this point of decision making, right? And so that's what I really focus on, is that when the self-exclusion wears off, you go to a new casino that you've never been to before. Now you've improved your mental health. You're able to make better decisions. You have calloused your mind. You have mental fortitude. And you don't give in to temptation as easily as you did before. That's when I think you can really handle or manage this gambling addiction thing. So that's sort of like my viewpoint or my strategy that I look at it at. Short is a type of trade. Options go up, calls. Options go down, puts. Shorting is like puts. Oh, that's interesting. So so that's what a call is. Okay. I didn't know I was German until I was 30. Sports betting is not available in Texas, thank God. Oh, really? Is it, wait, tennis champ, you live in Texas? Dude, I would love to visit Texas one day. My wife has an uncle who lives in Texas. Wait, is there a way I can... let me see. No, I want to fix a chat. It looks kind of weird. Top. Oh no, that doesn't work either. Maybe just like that. Anyways. Yeah, the sports betting thing, it's tough because you see it's being promoted like so hard, especially by like the NBA and all the major sports. That's what really gets me, because I love watching basketball. And now I see all these like commercials by Charles Barkley. Oh, download FanDuel and bet on this and bet on that. I'm like, oh, I'm like, dude, you have gambling commercials now in between the quarters of an NBA game? Like, that's brutal. I went to Catholic private school in, what is that? Jesuit? I guess that's a town in Dallas, or a city. Dallas, Texas. Me, myself, have never had any gambling problems, but man, I am very impulsive with my purchases. Maybe it's related to an investment or just personal purchases. I tend to make the purchase even before thinking. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Yeah, so you have that like impulsive sort of decision making. I used to be like that, Jason. Especially with like Amazon. Man, dude, Amazon is, especially for someone like me who loves laptops and microphones and camera gear and lighting and lenses and all this stuff related to making YouTube videos and streaming. Like, I love all this tech type of stuff, right? And for me, it's like, oh man, I wish I had this lens. And you go on Amazon, it's like, oh, you can get it tomorrow, next day, Amazon Prime delivery, and it's like one button, purchase, checkout right away. They have your address saved, credit card saved. So trust me, I'm sort of the same with purchases, but it's only with this sort of electronic stuff. Anything else, like say clothes or shoes, I don't know, food or cars, I don't really care. But it's when it comes to purchasing things that I really, really enjoy, it's so hard to be impulsive. But I guess the common advice is to always, what is it, wait 48 hours or wait 24 to 48 hours before you make a huge purchase and just see if you actually still do need it, or was it just an impulse buy in the moment? So I think that's what most people do, but I'm not entirely sure. What was your first gambling experience? Who is that? Is that for Tennis Chat? I'd be screwed if I could bet on my phone. Oh, dude, betting on your phone is tough. What is this music? Let me change this song. There we go, that's better. Yeah, the thing that really scares me, it's like the gambling apps you can just get on your phone. You can get access to sports betting apps, poker room apps, slot machine, casino, blackjack. You can get everything just on your phone. That's so hard because back in the day, you would have to physically make the trip to a brick and mortar casino, right? You'd have to actually physically drive to the location, to the building to go and place a bet. And now it's just in your pocket. That's tough. I had my first beer when I was 4. Oh, whoa, damn, bro. That's some serious drinking. Oh, so it's like a religious thing? Type of Catholic. No for you. What? Oh, no, Derek, what was your first gambling experience? Oh, that's a really good question. What was my first gambling experience? Wow, that's a tough question. Well, I never even thought about that. My very first, when was the first time I placed a bet? Well, I've had like poker games at home with my parents and my brother for like $1, but that was kind of like whatever. Oh, I know what it is. It was when I first started poker. It was before Poker Stars and all these other major online websites. It was around the time where I think there was only 2 websites, or maybe 3. There weren't many. Poker wasn't like a known game. There was Party Poker, and there was this website called Poker Room. And I remember it was when I discovered the World Series of Poker. And I was working like a warehouse job. Can't remember how old I was. I think I was like 18. Maybe I was like 18. So it was like 2002. Yeah, 2002. So I was 18. And one of my friends, he got into poker as well. And we deposited $50 on this website called Poker Room. And they had this thing called like a 100% deposit bonus. So they match your $50 and you can unlock that over time. And I remember depositing $50 and immediately playing like a bunch of $5 tournaments, and the money would last like a week or so, but eventually I would go bust. And then I would see that, oh, you've unlocked so far 17 out of the $50. And so I wanted to get my $50. I wanted to unlock that $50 deposit bonus, but I had only played enough to unlock 17 out of 50. And they would only unlock the full amount once you got there. So I would deposit again, keep playing, and then bust my bankroll. Oh, you're up to 28 out of 50 now. Deposit again, keep playing. No, I'm up to 37. And I remember I must have ran through like $250 just to get my $50 bonus. And so that was like my first realization about, man, I wasn't even thinking. Like, imagine if you're thinking clearly, who in their right mind would waste $250 to just try to get 50? But in your mind, it's like you feel like that $50 sign-up bonus, that's yours. That's owed to me. That's money that they owe me, and I want that. I want to get that. That's free value that I deserve. And so you think irrationally that you want to keep playing and try to unlock it. But in the process of doing so, you have to play for a prolonged period of time. And then obviously I was a terrible poker player and I just kept losing, right? So I was finally happy. I unlocked my $50. But I was like, wait, it cost me $250 to get here. And so at that moment, I should have known, like, this system is rigged, or this is like a predatory system. But when you're young, when you're 18, you don't know any better. You don't know any better, right? Even when you see the writing on the wall, you don't have the intellectual capacity to understand what's going on. And I just blindly kept playing. So I think that was like my very first like real gambling experience outside of like just my family. Yo, Cowboy. What's up, Cowboy? Jiggly neck in the house. Shit. The legend. Did you ever find yourself betting on stupid sports, like random sports at random times in random places? Yeah, so I had a brief and short, I guess as part of my addiction, to FanDuel and DraftKings. I got to, again, they had this like deposit bonus. I've played basketball my whole life. I've reffed basketball. I used to be a referee. I used to coach. I used to do everything basketball related. And so I'm like, oh, I know how to bet on sports. And I made an account on these websites and I was sports betting, every once in a while. And instead of like betting on like the Raptor game, like my local team, I'd watch a Raptor game and bet on that game. But then it turned into betting on 2 games a night, and then 3, and then 5, and then 10. And then all of a sudden I have a bet on every single game on the slate for the whole night. And that happened every day. And then I was like, oh man, it snowballs. It just like gets out of control. But I was lucky enough that early on I won I think it was like a $20 tournament. So I came like second in like a big tournament. So I had like a pretty big bankroll that I won early on. And I slowly started to lose it. And so before I busted all of it, I just cashed it all out. And then I kind of quit. But then I took some of that money and then I used it to buy like MBA NFTs. And that became like a whole nother addiction. It's like that's like the story of my life. It's just hopping from one thing to the next. I'm over here, I'm over there, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. It's just chaos. Did you get hooked in the moneymaker boom? I got hooked the year before that. So the moneymaker poker boom was 2003. I got hooked in 2002 when this lawyer from New York named Robert Varconi won the World Series. And that was like huge for me. So by the time the poker boom started, I had like a year of poker experience, I guess you could say. I played poker live one time, lost $200 pot from a dude who raised under the gun +1 with King 6 offsuit. Was he drunk? Oh man, King 6 off. Jeez. A tennis champ that is a different phase of addiction. Huh? Wait, what does that mean? Random choices is very progressive on the scale. I'm talking like betting on some random Call of Duty games or some random Taiwanese baseball league games. Oh man. What's the most obscure thing that I've bet on? I've bet on like weird things with my dad. My dad's always like placing funny bets like, oh, eat this ghost pepper, or oh, go jump in the lake when it's like -20 outside, or like do all this like craziness. But I don't think I've ever bet on any. Have I bet on any esports? Oh, I have. I've bet on a League of Legends game before. They had that tournament for League of Legends. What is it called? Man, I can't remember. The LCS? League of Legends something. There was some big League of Legends tournament, some world championship tournament. I remember I bet on that. I obviously lost and never placed a bet again. These websites let you bet on anything. Yeah, that's true. Can I ask an off-the-wall question? Hey, bro, ask whatever you like. Any topic is free game. It doesn't have to be gambling and gambling specific. It's just weird because YouTube requires like a title for the stream, and the title makes a huge difference for who it sort of gets shown to, I guess. So I have to pick something that's related to my niche. But yeah, any question, anything, whatever. I love all topics. Even the ones that are like taboo, religion, politics, like, you know, those topics that people always tell you should never talk about. I like talking about anything. I don't care. Ask away. You bet on Call of Duty games? Oh no, I didn't go that far, bro. That's wild. Yo, betting on Call of Duty? How would you even bet? I guess you bet on the team that would win? Steak has some stupid stuff to bet on. Exactly, dude. It's stupid, but you can bet on it. My dad, eat this ghost pepper. Yo, I did it. I think I did it for $10, and I cried because I was what, 14? No, 13. How old are you when you're in like grade 8? 13, I think. Yeah, I think I was 13. It was like before you go to high school. I remember my dad, he bet me like $10 to eat a Trinidad scorpion pepper or like a ghost pepper or something. And I love spicy food. Like, I love spicy food. But when I was 13, I didn't eat anything spicy. Like, I wasn't into it yet. And so I remember like crying and screaming, and my dad just like was howling, laughing. He was like having like the best time. He didn't help me. He was just like, you know, he was just laughing, right? Yeah, don't it's a bad proposition. The pain is not worth the $10. I recently gave my 2 weeks at my job of 5 years. Oh, wow. Dang, cowboy. Once I did, they started gossiping about my bipolar condition and how they all thought I was lazy as hell. Not sure how to feel about this. It sucks. Oh, damn. So now dude, that's low. Now they're shit talking you now that they know you're leaving. Yo, these people, your coworkers have no integrity. Are they jealous that you're leaving? So that's why they're shit talking you? I guess we need more context to the story. But you know when you're at a job, especially a corporation, right? There is this mentality where they want everyone to be part of the hive mind. And as soon as one person diverges from that, there's all this hate directed to them. And more often than not, it stems from jealousy. It's that, hey, that guy, cowboy, or that dude, he's escaping this job that we all despise, that we all hate. You know, and he's a loser. We don't need him. Screw that guy. He's lazy. And so there's this sort of resentment that comes with that. I've noticed this far too often because it happens like at my day job. I've been at my day job for 11 years. 11 years, a Fortune 500 company. And whenever there's someone that finally escapes or like finds a way to quit, it's like, oh yeah, you know, congratulations. But then all the gossip and like shit talk happens behind the scenes. And I'm like, yo, you guys are jealous that he found a way to escape. And you're still bitter because we're stuck here working this job that none of us like. Right. So I think that's I've seen that far too often in my life. Let me catch up. I learned that is what AMA means. No politics. Yeah, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. We don't have to talk. It's not something that I actively seek. I just find any subject interesting because I don't really have a side. I don't have a religious team. I don't have a political team. I don't have nothing. I have no affiliations. I don't have any like personal bias towards one thing or another. So that's why I feel pretty comfortable talking about any topic or any question. Ask away, guys. Cowboy, don't worry about it. You're one. Just let it go and move on. Yeah, like what Tennis Champ says. Paulo Neil Baltazar? Hope I said your name right. What's going on? How much is your gambling loss? Were you up or down to this day? That's a good question. So in sickbo, blackjack, roulette, craps, slot machines, casino war, baccarat, what are the other games I used to play? So, okay, we'll keep it there. So those 7 games, all in the negative. Never won any money in any of those games. Always lost. And then in poker and sports betting, I was up in those 2. In sports betting, it was small. It was only like 2,000. In poker, I was up a substantial amount because I used to claim income tax as a professional poker player to the Canada Revenue Agency for our income taxes for 9 years. So that was my income for 9 years. But my downfall again wasn't the poker. It was like these other games that sort of killed me. But yeah, in terms of total, I don't know. The poker winnings definitely offset all the losses from the other stuff. But I have no idea how much though, to be honest. Gambling happened way before the first hand. No, it's not, Derek. It was worth it. Oh, the pepper. Oh, hold on. Let me catch up. Oh, yo, the chat is lit. What happened? Let me see. Let me catch up real quick. It's crazy. I moved on to way more money. Hey, congrats, cowboy. Congrats. They haven't found a replacement, and I even stayed past my 2 weeks to help out, and it's crazy they talk shit. Yo, you did them a solid, too. Hey, man, you did your 2 weeks. On to the next, bro. You know, leave those guys in the dust. They're probably they just want to drag you down to their level, right? Most people hate, yeah, this right here, what Tennis Champ just said. Most people hate seeing others succeed. That's tall poppy syndrome, right? What people in the UK have. It's when one person goes above and beyond, escapes from the group, climbs that mountain, reaches the peak. Everyone else is resentful. It's that tall poppy, right? It's such a toxic mindset to have, because wouldn't you be happy for your coworker that he's getting a better job, higher paying salary, or just better opportunity? Like, wouldn't that be the first thought in your mind? But instead, it always reverts to negativity. It's like, oh, screw that guy. Oh, we don't need him. He's a loser. He's lazy. We're better off without him. But he's the one that's like brave enough, that has courage to make a change. Because most people are just so comfortable with where they're at. They don't want to make a change, even when like the fields are greener on the other side. 99% of people are lazy. Yeah, you have no obligation to stay. Yeah, exactly what Tennis Champ is saying. Yeah, dude, like you did your 2 weeks. You know, you did more than enough. So, you know, time to move on. Leave those guys in the dust. I've decided not to help out anymore and turn in my keys tomorrow. Yeah, bro. I'll clap to that. In the US, what is that? I'm in an at-will state? What does that mean? An at-will state. I thought they were carrying people, so I offered to stay till they found someone, and it's been almost 21 days and they haven't had any interviews. So it's been 3 weeks? Bro. Wait, don't you need to start at the new position anyway? Like, when are you starting at the new job? Bum, bum, bum. I am in Texas, can leave it and get fired, no questions asked, you owe them nothing. It just hurts a bit. I thought a lot of those people were my friends. Yeah, that sucks, bro. But people show their true colors, right? Eventually. Derek said, all those games always last. Yeah, that's the truth, bro. You play blackjack for long enough, roulette for long enough, you will just always lose. You will just always lose. Doesn't matter if you do the martingale strategy, you bring a 4-leaf clover in your pocket, it don't matter. Yo, the emojis are flying. Bam. Can I send emojis? Oh, I can't. It's all jealousy. Dude, I'm 30. All my friends are killing it, all making 200K plus, and the only one who talk noise is a guy making 40K. It's sad. It's so funny how that always ends up, right? Bum, 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 bum. Peeps, you're all positive, and I will see you again. Fight the good fight. Only winners here. Yeah, bro. Oh, dude, so you've already started the new job? I worked my previous job in the evenings to just help out. Yo, damn. You're putting in that work. Yo, forget those guys. Yo, you gave them 21 days. That's more than enough. That's more than enough, dude. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, yeah, are you getting paid for helping out? Yeah, you better be. Yeah, it's only about 10 to 20 hours a week. Okay, that's fine. Yo, extra money. Nothing wrong with some extra money, though. Yo, R, what's up, dude? Oi, are you thinking about poker? That's why you got into an accident. No. So yesterday, my car is completely trashed. I got into a pretty big accident on the highway. I was in the middle lane and the hood of my car just like popped open and then just crushed the windshield. The hood is damaged, windshield is completely smashed, the roof is damaged, the side panels are trashed. Like I think it's like $6,500 in damage to my car. So yeah, it was pretty bad. So I had a terrible day yesterday. That's why the stream is today. So today I'm carless, waiting for all the insurance and all that stuff. Bum, bum, bum. But yeah, it wasn't related to gambling though, bro. If you're getting paid, whatever. If not, that's absolute nonsense. If I were you, I would tell them you are done, effective immediately. The difference in effort between 40K and 300K is beyond your comprehension. Gotta go. Hey, Edward, thanks for stopping by, dude. If you gotta go, we'll talk next time. One love. Yeah, no problem. Have a good night. Oh, damn. Sorry to hear about the accident. Yeah, it sucks. It kind of sucks. Paulo, down 1,500 grand? 1,500 grand. You just mean 1,500, I guess? So overall, you would say you broke even since your poker offset your losses. So my losses in the other games, they weren't that bad. Like they weren't as comparable to poker. But there was still like, $100 here, $200 there, and it just. So I think I was making say I was making like 50,000 from poker, right? And then as I started to play more table games as the years went by, instead of like improving my income going up, the next year I'd make like 45,000 and then 40 and then 35. And so like overall I was still profiting because I did well in poker, but as the years went on, it kept kind of dragging me. I was going in the wrong direction, right? So that's sort of like what happened. Yeah, tennis champ, 1,500 grand, 1.5 million. Yo, I'm assuming he just means 1,500. I'm not sure. Gambling was just a cycle with all these strategy craps like Star 2. Yeah, craps is like when I bet on craps, I didn't even know what I was doing. I was like betting on, is it the pass line or something? Someone told me I'll bet on the pass line or the come line or whatever it was, and wait until the table got hot and rowdy. Like, it was so dumb. I don't even know the rules for craps, and I would still play. Is that covered by insurance? So I'm going to find out. Today is a holiday in Canada, and so everywhere is closed. So I left my car at a auto detailing shop that had overnight drop off. And so tomorrow I got to go through insurance and everything. I have the video on my dash cam. Do you guys want to see it? It's only like 10 seconds. Luckily I have two cameras in my car, one for the front and one for the rear. So I pulled the footage from the micro SD card. Luckily it wasn't damaged. Down 2,500 overall. Oh, okay, I see. Pass line 100%. Dude, I am down 40K in stocks lifetime. Wow. Yo, that's crazy, bro. But, at least you're honest about it, right? See, there's also a difference between being down 40,000 and being in debt 40,000. That's like a huge difference, right? Like, say you've lost 40,000 in stocks throughout your life, but you're still working, you're still making money, you're still taking care of your responsibilities, you're paying your bills, you're okay. But it's like when you're in debt 40,000 and there's like interest accumulating on your credit card debt or your line of credit or wherever you receive that loan, that's when it's like oh man, that's where it gets really tough, because like, how do you dig yourself out of a hole that big? It's so hard, right? Paulo, don't give up. 2,500 can be win back in a session. Keep going. Keep going? Like, you mean keep playing? Damn, bro. Yes, please. Oh wait, so do you guys want to see the video? I have it on my computer. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, let me see here. Bum, 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 bum. See if I can pull this up. Tennis champ, send me like 25K. It'll pay off all my debt. Oh man, you guys are wild. I want to break this cycle and tired of this shit. God. Okay, let's you guys see this? Someone let me know if you can see this. So this right here is my dash cam. Let's put it over here. All right, so this is, I'm in the middle lane now on the highway. This is like some next level. So I don't hit anything. Bam.
Oh my god.
See that? See how it just like, I'm just driving, right? And then look, the hood, it just pops on its own. See, I'm going straight. I'm not accelerating, not turning. I don't hit anything. And then, bam, right? And what's crazy is the hood stayed up like this and it smashed the whole windshield. And then I couldn't see. And then like I'm on the highway going like 100 or 100, whatever, right? And then I have to like drive like this. I have to pull over to the side. Yeah, and then this is me right there. Just see, and then kids in the back. Yeah, this is bad, dude. It is pretty bad. Yeah, so that was my yesterday. It was awful. Yeah, so that sucked. But luckily, no one was hurt. We were okay. I just hit the four ways. I slowly, I didn't want to panic and slam the brakes, right? Because then the cars behind me are going to rear end me. So I sort of slowly hit the brakes and just hope that I didn't, and just hope that the car in front of me wasn't going to slow down anytime soon. And so all I could do was look in the side mirror, and I just tried to slowly creep over to the shoulder and get out. And it was so bad because when I pulled over on the shoulder, the hood was so damaged it couldn't close it, right? And I was stuck in the middle of the highway. And so I got like the USB cable that charges my phone, and then I tied the bottom of the hood into the engine just like to keep it down. And then I put the four ways on. I drove like 20 kilometers. What is that in miles? Like 10 miles an hour on the curb just to get out of the highway, because it's so dangerous, because I had two kids in the car too, right? And there's cars like passing by like so fast. I needed to get out of there. So yeah, it was pretty bad. Yeah, so that was my day yesterday. Kevin, I know this might be off topic, but should I change out my unfiltered style of videos? I do have a fear of being canceled, but also want to spread the truth. Yeah, you gotta. That's tough, Kev. Maybe we could have a conversation about that, me and you, talk about it more, because there's a lot going on there, right? It's like you want to spread the truth, but also you have to sort of play by YouTube's rules as well, right? So it's tough. Like I deal with the same thing, right? Because I get demonetized a lot for the psychedelic mushroom stuff. Like, it's what it is. Keep gambling. Don't be like loser Derek, who works an honest job. All right, Brian. Brian just deleted that message while I was reading it. How the hell does that happen? What kind of car? It's a Subaru Forester. Yeah, Subaru Forester. Yeah, the car is like, dude, like the hood smashed, the windshield, the clip that holds the hood down, that broke. Like everything's all messed up. So we'll find out what happened. Did you undo the hood recently and not click it back in? No. So what's crazy is I had the car serviced at the Subaru dealership in June. So just 2 months ago, I had the car serviced. And so like I drive every day to work on the highway to and from, and there was never had any problems with the hood. And then yesterday, I'm just driving at a constant velocity. I'm not accelerating. I'm not changing lanes. I'm not hitting anything. Like I'm just going straight in the middle lane, and then it just pops. So I have no idea, right? Because also you have to remember the hood of your car, there's like a two-prong system, right? At the front, there's like the hook where like it clips into, and then there's that bar that you use to prop up the hood, and that bar it's also physically connected into the hood of the car. So even if I somehow like pulled the button to unlock the front hood, it's still connected by two pieces. And I guess the first hook somehow malfunctioned or slipped, and like the wind was so strong that it broke the little seal that the other bar was connected to. So both things broke, and it popped, and it's just a complete wreck. So it's what it is. It could have been way worse, right? It could have been someone could have got hurt, could have hit another car. Definitely could have been way worse. So I'm happy. I'm lucky. Nothing terrible happened, right? Glad the family is okay, bro. Yeah, man. Thanks, dude. Thanks, Brian. It's tough, right? Like kids are in the back and like glass like flying everywhere. It's awful. And this sucks being on the highway too. This R guy needs to be banned. Kilometers is like 0.65 miles. Yeah, because I always think about it like 100 miles is like roughly 160 or 150-ish or something like that. Kevin, what's your channel? I'll subscribe. Oh, it's Kevin Huang. Kevin _HUANG. Kevin's been on my podcast twice. He's Mr. Masculine Excellence. hater of the soy mind. Good, you have a dash cam? Yeah, I have. I also have the rear, which is kind of funny. Let me see. See, this is. Let me see if I can swap this. So I have two cameras, or I had two cameras on my car. So this is behind. This is behind my car.
This is like some next level.
So, okay, there it hits. So now I'm like trying to move over, and all these guys are like, "What the hell?" Yeah, so I have two. I'm lucky. I have two cameras in my car, so that I can give to the insurance agent or whoever, right? What's your insurance? Geico? If so, they'll say you just did it on purpose. Geico. No, I don't have Geico. Just like a normal insurance company. That's funny. Geico. That's like that commercial you see all the time with the lizard, right? Anyone guys need a freelancer? I work in healthcare for a psychiatrist. I would like to work with sideline jobs and never go back to gambling. A clean slate. If you have micro tasks that I could work on. Need to maybe find like a job board or a Reddit or something, bro. Diego Ramos. Hi, Derek. Yo, what's up, dude? What's going on, Diego? How you been? Paulo, take it from me. Take the L and move on. I have made a lot, and the more you make, the more you want to spend. Yeah, tennis champ is the truth. I looked, I see a bunch of kids playing basketball. Yeah, see Kevin's channel, it's I don't know why, it's weird to find. Like I'm subscribed to it. Can I link it? Okay, can I just link this? Does that work? I should be able to link in the... I'm the host of this stream. I should be able to link a stupid YouTube video, no? Anyways, Kev, I tried to link your channel. Tennis champ, I'm out, Derek. Keep doing your thing later, bro. Hey, tennis champ, thanks for coming by. Thanks for the talk, the advice. Appreciate your opinion and perspective on things, dude. And all the best. See you in the next one, bro. Let's see. I started my self-improvement 1 year ago. I think I made a really nice progress, but I don't know why the last days I'm struggling with gambling. That's how I discovered your channel. I want to really thank you, really. Hey, bro. That's awesome, man. So we're sort of in the same lane. I've been on the self-improvement journey for many years now. Yeah, if you're just getting into gambling now, this is the best time to get rid of that habit. Cut it off at the root before it turns into something crazy. It's I guess I would need more context onto what you're sort of struggling with. What's up with this song is weird. Oh, traditional jazz. Okay, let's run with that. Subscribe, you owe me $10. Oh. Yo, support the boy Kevin. He's Mr. Drama. Me too. Just had a relapse, Diego. Do you have any tips? I know that the real treatment is fixing my mental health, but I have an impulsive person. Dude, bro, you're the exact same as me. You're on self-improvement, and you have an impulsive personality. See, oh man, I wish I could. There's a book back there. on my shelf. It's called Atomic Habits by James Clear. Now, usually this book is recommended to people that want to add good habits to their life or remove bad ones. It is a great book at explaining how you make decisions in the moment. The cues, the triggers, the cravings, the action, the reward you seek, dopamine feedback loop. I highly recommend reading James Clear's book. It will give you a foundation of knowledge for how and why you make decisions on a daily basis. So I definitely would start there. And remember that, like the gambling addiction thing, there is no magic wand, silver bullet, one piece of advice that I could tell you that will fix everything. It just does not exist. And if there's anyone out there that tells you that, they're lying. There's millions of strategies you can do, right? You can get a new friend group, you can get a support group, you can call a gambling hotline, call your parents, tell your friends, ban yourself, self-exclusion, work on your mental health, limit your credit cards, monitor your bank account. Like there's so many things you can do, right? It's like, but you have to find out what works for you. And again, my whole proposition is like this idea of mental health is like learning the concepts in Atomic Habits and to make good decisions. People here don't get sarcasm. LOL, obviously I am anti-gambling too. You triggered the mods, bro. I was halfway through your comment and then I guess they don't want to let it fly. How is Opus Clips? Opus Clips is good. It's a great way for chopping up like a podcast or a live stream and making like YouTube shorts. The price is like $15 a month. It's pretty reasonable, but you only get to upload 3 hours of footage, I believe, per month. So if you have a lot of long conversations that you want to chop up into shorts, you kind of burn through all that time really quick. Derek, you should start a private community, kind of like Hamza's Adonis School. Yeah, that's a good idea, Kev. I think once I can grow the business more and get rid of the day job, and I can dedicate all my time, like full time, to this whole business that I'm trying to grow or whatever, I think that's when ideas like sort of like the community, like Adonis School, would be beneficial. I don't want to start something if I can only half-ass it, right? Like if I'm going to create a community, I want to be all in. Like I want you guys to know that you have my undivided attention. I don't have some day job that I have to go to all day, so I can't like be part of the community. I can't like I want to be involved, right? So it's like steps. I guess baby steps for now. Make it expensive so no losers will join. Business 101. Thank you so much. Yeah, no worries, bro. No worries. Well, I lost 1K in a space of 3. Yo, that's not bad, dude. That's not bad. At least it's not like 10K or 100K. And at least also you're seeking help, right? You're self-aware. You realize, man, in 3 years, I lost $1,000. Like that $1,000, I could have used it to something more important in my life. But there's one key thing that you need to realize moving forward is don't, under no circumstances whatsoever, try to chase your losses. That 1K, it's gone. It's not your money anymore. It's gone. So you need to remove any attachment you have to those funds. And I know it's hard because you're going to think, oh, that $1,000, it was mine. I worked for it. The casino stole it from me. I got unlucky. I'm going to win it back. You have to detach yourself from that money. It's not yours anymore. It's completely gone. You have no relation to it whatsoever. One of the biggest mistakes that gamblers make, and one of the biggest ways they relapse, is chasing your losses. Focus all your time, energy, and attention on learning how to make better decisions. Find the triggers, your environment, friend group, the game that you like, whatever it is, and figure out where to go. And don't get stuck on this idea of winning back what you lost, because that'll mess you up real bad, dude. Yo, Mitch, World Series of Poker. Mitch, how you doing, bro? How's the poker runs? They said impulsivity may be tied to mania like bipolar, which requires a mood stabilizer meds? Oh man, yeah, I have no expertise in that. Have you ever considered a day with a subscriber, a magic trip? I've thought about mastermind courses, programs. So yeah, to answer your question, Diego, yes, I have. But it's all these like high-end business moves that I want to make. They're sort of for later on. Right now, I'm just focused on creating the videos, building the community, live stream podcasts. That's as much as I can handle on my plate for now. And then hopefully as things pick up and things grow and I can make some moves when it comes to my day job or business life, then I can kind of explore some of those more fun ideas. So again, I don't want to spread myself too thin just yet. Because the community is growing. I'm happy with the growth that we're getting right now. We're gaining like 30 subs a day now. It's awesome. What do you do for a living, Derek, aside from gambling? Okay, so the poker stuff I completely quit in 2012. I was a sole proprietorship. I don't do that anymore, and I got a day job, which is exactly coincides with the last time I gambled. So the last time I went to a casino was roughly 10 years ago in 2013, and I got my day job in 2012. So I work for FedEx, like the courier company, shipping company, kind of like UPS. And I'm a courier in the afternoon. The best thing about this job is it's sort of like threefold. It's like a job with benefits, for my family, healthcare, pension. It has a paycheck. I know paycheck is kind of like a trap for business people like myself, but got to support my family in the meantime while I grow the YouTube channel. And then third is it's very independent. I'm on my own. And so for the longest time, as I'm just driving around by myself, I'm listening to audiobooks. So this is where I learned how to improve my speech, how to improve my vocabulary, how to become more knowledgeable about things like self-improvement, meditation, cold showers, fasting, gambling addiction, psychedelics, psilocybin, and all these different topics. I just became obsessed with consuming information through audiobooks and podcasts. And also, I get a pretty good workout because I'm lifting heavy boxes. So it's sort of like the perfect job for me right now. Again, it's not the best, right? I would love to be doing this, put more time and effort into the whole YouTube thing. But you got to have patience, right? All good things in life require time. And as soon as you rush things or you want everything now, you just want instant gratification, it's not going to work out. You have to play the long game, right? So I'm trying really hard to just kind of stay disciplined, stay the course, keep showing up for the live streams, keep making videos, keep pumping out content, keep answering questions, doing podcasts, right? And then I have faith in time that things will pick up. And, they pretty much have been this whole week, right? The moment when you have the win it back mentality is when the gate of hell is open. Yeah, see, R has it right. He knows what's up. Dude, it's so hard because that money, it was yours, past tense. Now it's gone. So there's no connection to that money that's tangible anymore. But emotionally, as human beings, we can't let it go. It's so hard to just let it go. Very good point, Derek. I think that's what I felt right now. Good point, self-detachment. Hope it ain't bad to say in here, just posted my best win at World Series of Poker Cherokee, right? 1-13 and came home. Hey, keep doing your thing, Mitch. You know what? This live stream, this channel, it can be about gambling. It can be about psychedelics. It can be about self-improvement. Whatever. I'm super open to talking about any and all concepts. You know what? I actually like variety. I don't want to be talking about just psychedelic mushroom trips, every single day, right? It's not. It gets dull. So any variety of questions you guys have, more than welcome. Hope you do well, Paulo. Yeah, dude, love the support. Don't forget your OGs, Derek, when you have 5.5 million subs next year. Yo, yo, Cowboy, I was just happy to hit 5,000 subs. You know what the hardest thing about all this YouTube channel stuff now? I know the hate sucks. You know, I get hateful comments, I get even hateful emails and whatever. But in the beginning, when I started in 2019, there's like nobody watching anything. There's like no views, no subscribers. It's so hard. It's like such a lonely journey, right? But again, it's about perspective. Every step of the way, I've had this perspective that in 2019, I wanted views now. I wanted subs now. I couldn't get any. But I'm like, just keep going. Next year will be better. 2020 comes. You know, I may be getting like 10 subscribers in a month. So I'm getting one every 3 days. Okay, you know, that's something. And then 2021, you know, I'm getting 1 to 2 subs every day. You know, 2022, maybe 2 to 3 subs every day. You know, and I'd be happy to gain like 30 subs in a month. You know, every single day I'm getting a new subscriber, you know, someone to join the tribe. But again, I've always maintained that perspective, like with all things in life. Right? It's now we're getting 30 subs a day, right? So again, I'm not getting too high. I'm not getting too low. Would I love 5.5 million? Of course, you know, of course I would. But again, it's the same perspective as when I had no subs. Is stay the course. You know, focus on the task at hand. Do the best possible job you can, and just let the analytics take care of themselves. You know, that's a big part of the reason why I don't ask you guys to subscribe. You know, most YouTubers are like, you know, smash the like button, hit the bell notification, you know, subscribe to the channel. You know, it works. It is a good strategy because it works. You tell people to subscribe and they will. But I've always been like, if I just put all my attention into the work and just keep getting better, the subs will come. Keep making more videos, the subs will come. And, you know, it will all work out in the end. So that's sort of like the perspective that I have. But yeah, hey, 5.5 million subs. We're going to have like 5 million gambling addicts in the live stream. Oh, man. So inspiring, Derek. Thank you so much. Hey, Paulo, no problem. No problem. Thank you. I was supposed to have a backer, but went up with 100 of mine and outdid anything I've ever done. Cash and 2 tourneys. Yo, nice, bro. Disciplined though I gambled none of my winnings. Ignored temptation to play slots or roulette. I truly don't F with slots anyway. Derek, you're the man, bro. Hey, Mitch, bro, that's awesome. See, don't fall into the trap that I had. You know, the poker room, they stick it in the corner. It's always in the, I don't know, why is it always in the corner? It's always like jammed away in the corner of the casino. And then you got to walk through the blackjack area, the roulette area, the craps, the slots. Like the temptation is everywhere. It's so hard. It's so hard to resist. I need something to drink. I was able to save $10,000 and it was just frustrating to lose $2,500. I will let that money go in self-detachment and move on. Were you able to save money too, Derek? What about you, Ramos? Yeah, I deleted all my accounts. I cashed in. It was a funny story too. I cashed in all my money and it was shipped to me with FedEx in an envelope, which is hilarious because this is a company that I worked for now. So I had my entire net worth shipped to me in a FedEx envelope from all the different like poker websites and stuff. And yeah, it's just, it's part of my past. You know, I still play poker though, if I'm being honest. I'll play with because my dad, my mom, and my brother, we still play. And so when I go see my parents, you know, we'll play for $10, right? But it's not like before. Whereas before, you know, I'd play like a $10 game, it escalates. Now I'm playing a $100 game at the casino. Now I want to gamble more. I'm playing a $1,000 game on my phone, on my computer, on PokerStars, and it's just, it used to escalate. And that was my problem. It's like I always wanted to up the ante, the stakes, because the stakes get stale, right? This happens like in blackjack all the time. When you're betting 5 in the beginning, it's exciting. Ooh, $5 a hand on blackjack, and you're going and you're playing. And like an hour later, it's like you get desensitized to the $5, and you're like, oh, I want to bet 10, because then that gives you the juice, the rush, and then you start betting 10, and then it just keeps going, right? So that was like one of my biggest problems, is that the current bet amount that you have, it gets dull, and you just want to move up to the next. And, you know, that was part of like my mental health journey, you know, realizing the flaws in my decision making and just like getting rid of them. And again, you have to be honest with yourself. If you're not honest with yourself, then none of this is going to work, right? If you constantly lie to yourself, like, oh, I just got unlucky, or oh, I'm not addicted to that, or oh, I'm okay with, you know, just playing the slots for an hour or something like it. Then you can't make any progress if you don't come from a place of truth, right? So for me, that was the best way to kind of deal with all this stuff. I'm just starting saving and investing right now. Is this the only hour that you can make live streams? Yeah. So, yeah, the live stream thing is tough. So in the past, I used to do in the middle of the day, noon on the weekends. Then it kind of changed because it's a little unfair to my kids, especially like in the summer. Like on a Saturday afternoon, I should be taking my son and my daughter to the park outside, you know, to the swings or in the splash pad, you know, or taking them to see something outside in nature, a farm, right? And so I'm like, you know what? Let me take care of all my family obligations first, and then I'll do the live stream after dinner. Right, so I can spend a day with them, with my wife and kids. We can go out, we can do stuff, groceries, have fun, go to the park, have dinner together as a family, and then I can do the live stream after. So that's why the time has shifted to 7 p.m. Eastern, which is kind of later, just so that's more fair to my family, right? And because I do so much, I can only do one stream a week, and it's usually Saturday or Sunday because I have the videos. I also have the podcast and the newsletter. So I sent out a newsletter today. If you guys want to read it, it's at my website, derekbearsy.com. You can just sign up to the newsletter. It's also all the old newsletters are archived there. I send one out every month. Do the podcast twice a month. So it's a lot. I got a lot going on, right? That's why I'm already spread so thin. I don't want to take on more stuff because I just can't. There's just like, I'm maxed out on my time, you know? But yeah, like, again, once the business grows, then maybe there'll be more time for live streams in the future. You know, we'll see. We'll see, dude. I'm saying this because I'm European. Oh, dude, sorry. So it's like, what, 6-7 hour time difference? So this is like super late for you. Yeah, I know. One of my OGs, Forrest, she's from Kosovo. And she's like the original person who came to live stream one, and she's been here like every stream, and I feel so bad for it because now I stream so late, and I always love talking to her, the conversations that we had, because she was like the original person that came to these live streams. So yeah, so one day, you know, I'll sort of mix it up, maybe try different times so we can accommodate all time zones. When you eat at least 4 eggs a day, morning wood hits different. Yo, this guy. Yeah. This is why I like Kevin. This guy's pure no filter. Increases your testosterone and lowers your soy hormones. Bro. We'll do another podcast soon, dude. We'll do another pod. This is a very good community, Derek. I would say a lot of gambling addicts need help and recompose themselves. I hope we could collaborate and do a self-improvement and help others. And this is very genuine of you. You're correct. Followers will follow eventually with a genuine agenda. Thanks, bro. Yeah, it's like I try to be just as transparent and as authentic and honest as I can, because that is the way I can, I guess, differentiate myself. You see what YouTube is nowadays? Everyone is like trying to be like Mr. Beast. They have all these crazy clickbait titles and thumbnails and like doing all these pranks and having this like super exuberant personality and smash the like button and subscribe to the channel, and it's not me. That's not who I am. All that stuff works, but it's I'd be lying if I did that type of stuff. And this is just who I am. And so I try to share anything that I can, anything that I've learned. Even like this, I made a second channel called Bears the Analytics. So if you go on my main channel, you click on channels, you can see this other channel I made. It has like 45 subscribers. I show everything when it comes to the analytics of this channel. I show how I get views, how I get watch time, how I gain subscribers, and how much Google AdSense the channel makes, super chats, how much revenue it generates. I share everything because I think the best thing when it comes to any of this gambling stuff, streaming, is to just share information. Just share it. There's no point in hoarding it. It doesn't help anyone. Like if I know something, I just keep it to myself. It doesn't help the world, right? So I try to share everything that I can. And so if you guys are interested in finding out, how much money this channel makes, right, with 5,000 subscribers, you can see. You can see 1 month I made $60, and then 90, and then I think last month it was like 120 or 130. So the channel is growing, and I'd like to show everything from every step of the way. Have you ever been to Portugal? Oh, no, I haven't. I've traveled a lot though. Where have I been in Europe? I've been to Austria, Italy, Germany, Switzerland. So 4 countries. Been 4 countries in Europe. Been all over the US. Been to Asia. Only place I haven't been to anywhere in South America though. Because that's one place I'm missing. Let me see. Everyone was promoting gambling, which is hilarious. Gambling is like using a controlled substance. I'm sure a lot of gamblers who has their own realization and want to improve their life will be a very good community and help each other. This is going to be another support group. Yeah, you know what I thought of too? I've had people reach out to me that needed help with a gambling addiction. So I was like, hey, there's this website you can go to, there's this helpline you can call, maybe talk to your parents or your friends. But what you realize is that a lot of people, they have this shame when it comes to gambling addiction, right? It's hard to admit to your family because they're going to worry about you, or your friends are going to think you're a loser or you have some type of problem, right? So it's very hard to admit. And there's some people that they have like maybe social anxiety, so they don't want to call or talk to someone on the phone. Maybe they don't want to go to an in-person meeting or Gamblers Anonymous meeting, right? So I'm like, let's do it here. Like, let's do it on YouTube. Let's have a live stream. You guys can stay anonymous on your handle, right? And I'll show myself. Right? It's no problem. At least this is a secondary outlet that people have that maybe that we can talk about something that you don't want to talk to a counselor about, or you don't want to call a helpline with, or maybe you don't want to tell your family about whatever issue. Maybe this is where you can ask those questions, right? So I feel like having like a live stream, it's definitely beneficial to like the whole community, right? And also it's free. It doesn't cost anything. Wait for you, bro, here in Portugal. Yeah, one day. Portugal is a cool. I actually had a guy from Portugal reach out to me. He wanted to learn video editing. I've been mentoring him, and he's sort of like, I gave him some work, some projects to work on, and he's sort of like, how long did he work with me for? Almost 2 years, and then like he improved his skills as an editor, and now he's like doing freelance work. So it's like, yeah, Portugal's cool, bro. Safo Cash? What's going on? It's been 115 no gamblings. I go to Gambling Anonymous meetings. My girlfriend left me in my 100 days of recovery, and I am all by myself, but I'm happy not gambling. Yo, congrats, bro. 100 days? Or no, 115 days. That's good. So you're going to the Gamblers Anonymous meetings. Haven't talked to her in 3 weeks. Hey, bro, keep up. Whatever you're doing, it's working, right? 115 days, that's what, like 4 months? Dude, congrats, man. That's awesome. I love it. I love hearing stuff like this. Like it's working, right? But again, the key for you, I can only give you generalized advice, is don't get comfortable. Don't get complacent, right? Just because you've reached 3-digit days on your streak, you could still relapse. You could still fall back into old ways, right? You have to stay vigilant. You have to stay disciplined. You have to stay like very aware of what's going on, right? Like a lot of people that when they relapse, it's because they get too comfortable. Like, oh yeah, I beat it. That's not me anymore. I'm chilling. I'm on day 180. Life is good. They're feeling good. You get cocky, and then that's when you slip, and that's when you mess up. That's when like the boys be like, oh, we want to hit up the casino for so and so's bachelor party, and then you give in, or you meet some new friend or girlfriend or boyfriend, and that temptation arises, right? And then you fall back into old habits. So whenever I talk to someone that's doing well on a streak, keep it up. Keep it up. It's incredibly important. This is not the time to like, congratulations are in order, right? Of course, like good job, but there's still work that needs to be done, right? Help me, man. She's already with someone else. Damn, brother. I went to the gym today after 3 weeks not talking to her. Yo, dude, the gym. That's one place I gotta get back to. I would happy to not lose money as opposed to staying in a relationship still than gambling. Yeah, that's a good point. Have a good one, fam. Thanks, Derek. Hey, Diego, you gotta go, bro. Thanks for stopping by. Yo, Ken Smith in the house. What's up, Ken? How you doing, bro? Seifo, how much did you lose before you went to Gamblers Anonymous? Dang, gambling for 8 years. Wow. Dude, that's so you were deep in the weeds, man. Bum, 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 bum. Ken Smith doing good. All right, bro. Tennis champ stopped by. He was one of Mr. Anti-Gambler's regulars, right? Yeah, he came by for the stream for a bit. I was just checking Gmail. Oh, man. Derek, can I get some video ideas for YouTube? Oh, okay, Kev. So you know what I do? Let me show you what I do, Kev. I don't know if you do this, but let's do this real quick. Okay, this is just for Kev. Quick little thing here. So in your YouTube, go to analytics, go to research. I'm gonna make this bigger. So for video ideas, this is what I normally do. I go analytics, research, and then your viewers searches. And then you can see here, it's like, it shows the, let me see, the volume right here. So the search volume, high, medium, low, and the search term. So if you look at mine, people find my channel by searching for mushrooms, psychedelic visuals, psychedelic music. Look at this, all this psychedelic mushroom stuff. Horse stance, kiwis, mushrooms. Eventually gambling's in here somewhere. Mushrooms. Oh my gosh, everyone finds me about psychedelic mushrooms. Benefits of mushrooms, kiwi. How come the gambling stuff isn't here? Well, anyways, you can like find these sort of terms that people are using, and then kind of extrapolate video ideas from that. So that's what I usually do. Oh, everything's all big. Let me fix this. Bum, 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 bum. Yes, I hope that helps, bro. Mine said there's no results. Wow, really? Because it should be for the last 28 days. That's weird. Yeah, because that's what I normally do that like every week to get like ideas for like what's going on, how are people finding me. Man, I'm so like the psychedelic stuff. It's it's so crazy. Ba-bum. I have been watching your videos for 3 months already. I like your vibe. I can't sleep, can't stop thinking about her and what she did after it's been 6 years. Dang, dude. See, the relationship advice, that's not my cup of tea. Like, I don't want to give you like some poor advice, right? It's dude, it's tough. But definitely, without a doubt, gym, going to the gym to get your mind off this type of stuff it's going to be huge, man. Because right now you got two things on your plate, gym, also like maintain your streak, right? So you got to focus on those two things first, dude. Health, your physical health, mental health. The girls, it's maybe that's like for another day. Without Mr. Anti-Gambler, I wouldn't have found your channel. Oh yeah, I think because I joined his stream one time, right? Right, Ken? Yo, Johnny Boy! What's up, Johnny Boy? I love your username. Derek, it's crazy. I've known you for almost a year. I started watching you like September last year. Oh, really? It's been a year? Dude, that's quick, dude. You know what? I can't even remember. I don't even remember how we connected, Kev. Like, you must have commented on a video? Maybe you commented. I can't even remember the first time we talked. But dude, I'm so happy that you got your channel started, and you hit the 1K subs, dude. It's awesome. It feels good, right? It feels good that you started the YouTube channel when you did. I'm always so thankful for that I started, in 2019. Because like look at my progression, man. It took me 4 years to get any real momentum. It was 4 years of just failing and making videos and no one watching and just streaming to nobody. You guys should have seen like AMA number 1, 2, like the early ones, like from 2 years ago. There's like my friends, my wife is in the chat. It's like, we've come a long way. I just trying to quit online gambling on stake, brother. I hear you, dude. What's your game? What type of online gambling? Casino, poker, sports? Used to see shoutouts to your channel all the time. Kind of miss those days. That's. Oh, I came on his stream, didn't I? I went on his stream once, right, Ken? I think there was one live stream where I joined. I can't remember. Man, my memory, dude, is shot. Too much going on. It was on a live stream. I was talking about starting YouTube on your live stream, oh, so that's where it was. Okay, cool. Yeah, man, we'll do another podcast again. The whole thing with the podcast, hopefully as my channel grows, the podcast can grow, and then I can like promote other people's channels, right? Get like funnel some subscribers your way, hopefully. Hoping Blackout Gambler comes back soon. Yeah, me too. I guess he's just been super busy, right? He's been on the pod as well. Casino and sports. Okay, I see. Damn. Yeah, sports. The sports betting is such a tough one. Because it's like glorified now on television. You see all the commercials for FanDuel and DraftKings and what's Proline, right? It's just sports betting is getting out of hand. How much are you down now? Neil, I'm down like 50K. Ah, is that lifetime? Damn, brother. Eventually you get to a point like money is just numbers, right? But still, it's such like a destructive habit to have, because you could be doing so many other better things with that, like with those funds, right? That's tough, bro. I feel you, Johnny. I feel you, my dude. That's tough. But this is a question I usually ask people all the time: is are you down 50,000 or are you in debt 50,000? Because that's a huge difference, right? If you're down 50,000 but you don't have any debt, then you can. There's lots of moves available for you. There's lots of strategies that you can implement. There's lots of things you can do. You have lots of wiggle room. But if you are in debt 50,000, that is such a huge hole to get out of. That is a completely different situation. So I guess it depends, right? Damn, Johnny, I'm so sorry to hear that. I told you, Derek, we need to start this community and help each other. Yeah, see, it's like you need like a support group, right? And if you have people that have been through this stuff, like myself, I know exactly how you guys feel. I know the way where you know in the moment that you're wasting money, you shouldn't be betting, you shouldn't be gambling, but you don't think, and you just go, you just pull the lever, you just press a button, and you just keep going. You keep getting that dopamine hit, that feedback loop, and you want more. It's exciting, it's exhilarating. The adrenaline is flowing through you, and it's so much fun. Trust me, I totally understand, but it's such a dumb habit to have. It's just so stupid, right? Because there's so many other better things that you could be doing. Like even with that time, right? Because that was a thing for me. It's like that, that rush you get. It's just, there's like nothing else like that. Gambling free again, by the way. LOL. So far, so good. Yes, Ken Smith. All right, Ken, let's go. Stay strong, Johnny boy. I know it ain't easy. Thank God I'm not in debt. All right. Okay, cool. So now, so you're at a place where you can make some moves, right? So again, there's a plethora of options here. I always recommend people Atomic Habits by James Clear, but like one thing you really got to, again, I don't know your situation, right? But what worked for me was like environment, the triggers, like why do I gamble, right? And a lot of the times it comes from like a place of boredom, right? Because gambling is fun, it's entertainment. But what really helped me was finding a hobby that I could obsess with, and I could divert all that energy and time from gambling into something like videography, right? So what I did is I got really into cameras. I was a freelance videographer for a little bit, created like the YouTube channel, and I got obsessed. Like I love all this stuff now. But what that did was, because I was spending all this time making YouTube videos, like doing this live stream and doing all this stuff, there's no more time left in my day for me to go to the casino. Like I just can't. I don't have a couple hours of free time to do that, right? And so a very simple strategy is like find a hobby. Now, not a destructive hobby, right? Not like a methamphetamine hobby, not a cocaine hobby, like nothing crazy like that. Like a sport, an art, a club, a business, anything that you enjoy doing. And if you obsess about that, it can reduce the amount of free time you have, because free time for me was a big trigger. And again, this is only anecdotal. I don't know if this will work for you, but this is a great starting point that I've noticed that it really helps a lot of people, is that their mind is always on gambling. They're always thinking, oh, the sports bet, oh, the gambling, oh, the jackpot this, or this bet, or this deposit bonus. Like, you're always thinking about gambling. It's always on the mind, right? And so if you can get away from that and direct your attention elsewhere, it really, really helps with starting off on this whole journey, right? And then it's like, keep going. Like, don't give up. Like, just keep improving as time goes on. Dang, Derek, good point. Adrenaline is like Xanax. Yeah, dude, adrenaline, that rush, it's crazy, right? I keep seeing these big streamers win crazy, massive. It just plays with my mind. Oh man, just swallowed some water, went down the wrong way. Okay, so that's... Do you mean like those guys on Twitch? Yo, get rid of that. If you're on Twitch watching like gamblers, like, get rid of that. Don't log in. Stop going there. If you're seeing like those clips on YouTube of people gambling, click that triple dotted, I don't know what you call it. You know, beside a video, there's like these 3 dots that you can click, and then you can pick stop recommending me videos like this, or completely remove those channels from your feed. Because if that's triggering you to gamble because you see these guys win big, so now you want to win big too, you got to stop seeing that. So find a way to get rid of all that shit from your feed, from your homepage, from your notifications. Like, remove all of that first, because that could be a huge trigger, right? Don't fall for all that, Johnny boy. Like Drake. Oh, see, Drake is... see, guys like Drake and... what's his name? Dana White. These guys are wild gamblers. Money comes and goes. It's the lost time that's the worst. Yeah, dude, the time, Ken. All those hours in the casino where you could have been like spending time with your friends, family, working on a business, doing something cool, spending time with your dog, I don't know, cousins. I guess I'll have to cancel my meth plans. Oh, God. I'm going to lock my cards from gambling sites. I'm going to try and stop everything. Yeah, so again, I have no idea what your situation is like, right, Johnny? I'm just anecdotal, circumstantial advice. I feel like environment at first, fix that. Fix the environment, right? Get rid of all the Twitch streamers, the YouTube clips, highlights, all that notification stuff. If you have accounts for gambling websites, close them all, ban them all, remove all the credit card information, all of that. Maybe call your credit card companies, tell them to impose a ban on allowing you to deposit money on gambling websites because they have that option, I'm pretty sure. Just remove everything, right? Like, get fed up and just realize, like, I don't want to do this anymore, right? And then get serious. Like, if after the stream you do nothing, you just wasted your time. You wasted our time, you wasted my time, you wasted your own time. You have to take action, right? But don't just like take a little bit of that. Take massive action. Like, get pissed. Like, get pissed. Like, look, oh, I lost 50K. What am I doing? Like, get pissed. Use that to fuel massive action and just remove everything so that you have like a clean slate to work with, right? And then you can think clearly. Get your mind off gambling, remove the apps, block them on your phone, delete those websites, lock your credit cards, like, remove all of that. And then this is where my advice comes in. You have to work on your mental health, because changing your environment is just temporary. And I always make this analogy of a temporary band-aid because it can always come back. What if you travel to some other country? Oh, there's a casino there. Or, oh, there's a sports betting app here or something. You're always going to get tempted. But once you can clear your slate and think clearly, this is where this whole concept of mental health kind of comes in. You need to build a foundation of strong decision making, to not give in to temptation, to find a way to say no. It's very similar to people that have an eating disorder. They can't say no to cake. They can't resist a Cinnabon or a bag of Skittles or chocolate or a Powerade, right? And they're obese and they're sick. But it's like this mental health issue. They can't resist. They don't know how to say no. And if you can never say no to gambling, all this self-exclusion, changing your environment, blocking this website, it's all going to be for naught. Because you're still going to have like the problem on the inside, right? So that's where I would start if I were you. I hope that helps. I honestly hope it helps, dude. YouTube gambling influencers are all fake. Totally set up with casino money. Oh, I've seen some of that stuff, Ken. Blackout Gambler talks about that a lot. I find V-Shred disgusting. He will keep you in the food matrix. Oh, V-Shred. He's a YouTuber, right? I think I've only seen his videos a couple of times. He had this weird thing where he looks like that Thomas Delore guy, right? I don't know. I don't know enough about it, Kev. Do you play basketball, Derek? I used to. I used to be obsessed with basketball. I did everything basketball. Used to play, watch, ref, coach, everything. Bet, gamble, everything. Remember, I used to buy every single NBA 2K for PlayStation every year. I love basketball. Yeah, so like, here's a perfect example, right? Say I'm into gambling. I have a problem. Get rid of all that stuff. What is a healthy pastime that I enjoy? Basketball. Now I'm going to join the YMCA. I am going to go to a gym. I'm going to go play pickup games. I'm going to go buy some new basketball shoes. I'm going to, I don't know, buy a subscription for NBA League Pass and watch the games. Okay, so now I'm at the gym playing pickup. I'm at the Y practicing my jumper. I'm watching the NBA games on League Pass. So all of my free time, that's now completely filled and absorbed. And now I'm preoccupied with this other thing that I love in basketball. So that will naturally take time away from these thoughts towards placing a bet. And so that's how I would move forward, right? There has to be some hobby that you like. It can't just only be gambling, right? And if it is, then you haven't tried everything, right? Music, art, a club, sports. Like there's so many things you can do. Hiking, kayaking, I don't know, canoeing. Who knows, right? I'm just throwing things out there. Don't even smoke weed. Coffee and cigarettes are bad enough. Oh, you got the coffee and cigarettes kick? Yeah, I'm a big coffee guy. I drink too much coffee. That's probably one of my bad habits. I got you, bro. Thanks for your help. Gonna start deleting these sites, blocking all this shit. I'm gonna start back at the gym. Gonna stop recommending these. Okay, there, right there. The gym. Okay. Get obsessed with the gym. If it's like, I don't know, if it's cardio, lifting weights, squats, deadlift, whatever. Get into that whole like gym culture, right? Start eating clean, protein shakes, buy some new gym clothes, like immerse yourself in like the gym atmosphere. Make that like part of your identity, because now you can focus on that. Up your workout sessions, up the cardio sessions. Because again, it's going to take time away from all this like gambling stuff, and it'll make the transition so much easier, right? Don't just like half-ass it. It's like, oh, I'm going to like quit gambling. I'm like going to go to the gym a little bit. Like, no, be serious. Like go to the gym 5 days a week or 4 days a week or something, right? Again, like use anger. I know so this is like a weird thing to say, but like whenever I get pissed off about something, it really motivates me to get off my ass and act. It like lights a fire in me, and I have all this energy to do something. So like that's what I recommend. Like, man, you gambled away 50K, that sucks, that money's gone, but like, let's do something about it. Let's get to the gym. And also, what's cool about going to the gym is just by sheer byproduct of you going, it's like you're going to be healthier, you're going to look better, you're going to become more fit, you're going to get stronger. There's all these other benefits that comes with that too, right? So start right there. That's perfect. I was going to ask about self-exclusion. I believe that in itself does not work unless you address the underlying issues of why you gamble. Yeah, I think the self-exclusion thing, it is a tool. It is not the answer, right? Again, this is the problem that people have when it comes to like this gambling stuff. It's they want to know, they want help. So what is the magic wand? What is a secret strategy? What's a secret sauce? What's that one thing that you can do that will fix the addiction? And that's where everybody gets it wrong. There is no one thing. Everyone always wants like the cliff notes for something, the Google search, right? The quick YouTube video tutorial. Everyone wants a simple, refined 5-minute answer, quick fix. But it just doesn't work when it comes to this like gambling addiction stuff. It's a long, arduous journey. It's tough. It's so hard, right? And the self-exclusion thing, yes, it is good in and of itself, but it is not the only answer. It is just a tool in the whole grand scheme of all this stuff. So that's the way that I see it. It's useful if you use it properly. There is a Chinese saying, the best way to win in gambling is don't gamble. Oh, there you go. That's like, it doesn't get any simpler than that. V-Shred is in all of my YouTube ads, and he preaches that carbs like donuts and pizza don't make you fat. Ugh. Ay. See, I don't know enough about the V-Shred dude. I'm sort of... I never really got into his channel. Like, is he super popular? I'm curious now, V-Shred. Yo, 2.4 million subscribers? Oh, jeez. Filling your time with other things definitely is key. Is binge eating a sport? Oh man, binge eating. You're gonna what's that? Joey Chestnut? What's that hot dog eating guy? You know that dude that's in those hot dog eating contests? He's like the champion for the past like 15 years or something. Is binge eating a sport? Okay, I'm getting a gym membership and get on the grind. Thanks for your help. I needed this motivation. Hey, dude, happy to help. But remember, like motivation is fleeting, right? Like you're gonna have like this spike of motivation right now to act, to do things. But again, remember, it's like don't get complacent. Like take action, be serious. Like stay and build discipline and consistency, right? Because that will help you with this habit. Because remember, and look, this is what's gonna happen, right? If you get rid of the gambling addiction entirely, your finances naturally will improve, right? Go to the gym, but be serious. Your physical health will improve. Your confidence will improve. Your mentality, your strength, and your life is just going to transform in like a year. You could be a completely different person 1 year from now, right? Both physically, financially, and mentally, right? But again, it's like, remember, you have that motivation now, but are you going to have that motivation in September? Are you going to have it in October? Are you going to have it in January when everyone makes their New Year's resolution and the gym is packed? You have to think about that, right? What are you going to do in January of 2024? Are you still going to be going to the gym? Have you made progress? Have you stopped gambling? Like, this has to be, you have to play the long game, right? And so wish you the best, dude. Wish you all the best. Come back whenever I have a stream, let us know with how you're going. Update us, talk. This is why we have this stream, right? Keep us updated, Johnny. Come back to the next one. I would love to know your progress, right? Because this is what the community is for. You're one of the only channels that doesn't talk about self-exclusion like it's this magic bullet kind of deal. Stay strong, Johnny boy, and we are here for you. We are one community. Yeah, see what I mean? It's like, it's awesome. This is the best. It's the best, right? Love this community. I made a few dollars on YouTube and it feels like I'm actually making money online. Yes, Kevin, let's go. So you got that Google AdSense going. Oh, let me pause the music for a second. You know, I think it was the last stream I talked to you guys about how my channel got flagged and I was demonetized. So the gambling videos got flagged as the gambling addiction stories where I'm like helping people with gambling addiction. They got flagged for not suitable for advertisers because I guess, I don't know, there's like sports betting ads that runs on YouTube. So my whole account got flagged and it was like kind of demonetized. And I was like so pissed because like we're trying to help people. Like I'm trying to help people. How is like this isn't suitable for advertisers? And so I sent a message to YouTube and I requested that they review my channel. And so it took I think it took a week. And someone I guess a YouTube employee, they reviewed my channel and they reversed all of like the demonetization stuff. And so my channel is finally back in good standing. The gambling videos, they are monetized again. So if you guys do see those ads, like I have the options to, if you want to skip it, no problem. If you want to, support the channel, you can watch an ad. I get like, I don't know, 10 cents or $1 or something, whatever. But yeah, it's cool. I feel good about this again because this whole thing about like being demonetized for just trying to help people with a gambling addiction, it was actually really bothering me because it was kind of annoying, right? I was like, we're just trying to help people, and now my channel is flagged for not suitable for advertisers. Like this seems so crazy, and I was getting really discouraged about that, right? Because again, it affects my business, blah blah blah, whatever. It wasn't really about the money. It was like kind of just about the principle. And so, yeah, they reviewed everything. They switched it all back. So that was like super cool, and it put me in like a good mood, right? I was genuinely pissed for the last stream. I was like so annoyed. But yeah, that was a fun week. Oh dang, dude, it's 9:15 already. Is there anything else you guys want to quickly talk about? We had a good 2-hour stream. That was awesome. I'm going to be going up north this weekend, so I might not have another stream until the weekend after. So yeah, I think I'm going to wrap it up soon, unless there's anything else you guys want to talk about last minute. I started with a 2,500 loss, then Johnny Boy came in. LOL, this is a good way to start a community. Yeah, it's I hope Johnny Boy comes back, and we can talk about things. So, oh, yo, Mr. Anti-Gambler, yo, nice to see you on live, bro. Yo, dude, we thought you quit. Your YouTube channel, it was all like blank or something. I was like, what happened? Hopefully that doesn't do you lose the watch time for unlisting stuff? Masao, hello from Turkey. Hey, what's up, dude? Oh, dude, you joined just as we're wrapping it up. To be fair, self-exclusion does not work short term. You keep yourself out of the casino for that week, month, year, but you have to solve the internal problems. Most people gamble because of some pain they have. You have to solve the pain. If not, you will relapse someday. True. Well said. All right, guys. I'm going to wrap it up. Yeah, you can expect more of my range of videos from, I don't know, gambling, psychedelics, if you're into that space. I have the newsletter. If anyone's interested, I sent it out today for August. It's just on derekbearsey.com. Got the podcast, the Bearsy podcast, if you guys are interested into that. And I also have Bearsy Analytics, which is another channel where I share everything about my YouTube channel, how to make money, how to get views. So if you're interested in the business side, I highly recommend doing that. And again, it's all like 2-minute videos, quick and to the point. So this is an awesome stream. Thanks everyone for stopping by. And I will make a post in the community section when we'll do the next live stream. So everyone, Ken, Paulo, Kevin, R, Tristan, Masao, Johnny Boy, and everyone else who stopped by, have a good night. And I'll catch you guys in the next live stream. Have a good night, my friends. Stay blessed. You too. All right, guys. Peace, peace, peace. Catch you in the next one.